what's up and welcome. I am the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Sounders Career, where we've been talking about a draft lottery for quite some time now. It seemed like it was going to be a really good idea, a lot of fun. I just got done testing it right before I jumped in to record this episode, and I found out that it doesn't work. It won't work. I cannot get players in this transfer window and then turn around and sell them immediately in the next transfer window. I know I've done it before, but I did it in a different league, and I think this has something to do with the MLS, again, being the problem. For some reason, I can't do it with this team. So that whole idea of getting players on pre-contract and then turning around and giving them to other teams in the MLS is not going to work. However, that does not mean there will not be a draft lottery. There will be a draft lottery, and it's going to happen today. At least part of it is going to happen today. I will have 3 players available for a draft lottery, and I'm going to give them up off of my own team. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 3 players away off of my own team. I'm going to take 2/3 of what their estimated value is and give that money back to myself from all of my extra funds. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably because you've missed some episodes. I have some additional funds that I'm not supposed to have, and that's where the money's coming from. So that's what's going to happen. Now, the 3 players that are going to be available in the draft today are Matt Miazga, Romain Gall, and of course, Ahmed Musa. I know Romain Gall is a bit of a surprise to throw in there. However, what I've come to realize is Romain Gall and Julian Green are essentially the same player. They are the same age, they play the same position, they play the same way. I just don't need 2 of them on my team. Julian Green obviously has the higher overall potential, so I'm going to keep Julian Green and give Romain Gall away. I'm going to replace Romain Gall, but I'm going to give him away today. So those are the 3 players available now. The teams that are eligible for the draft in the MLS are going to be, in the Western Conference, it's going to be FC Dallas, Vancouver Whitecaps, New York City FC, and Portland, essentially the bottom 4 teams. In the Eastern Conference, it's a little bit different. The teams that are available, starting from the bottom, working my way up, it's going to be Columbus, New York Red Bulls, Montreal, New England, and Chicago. Now, you notice I skipped over Toronto. The reason for that being they already have so many expensive players in Michael Bradley, Josie Altidore, Giovinco, and Gilberto. I cannot give them another high-priced player. They straight up cannot afford any more high-priced players, so I'm just going to skip over them, and I'm going to give their draft spot to a team that's not typically that good in Chicago. So those are the teams that are going to be available or eligible for the draft, and we're going to do the draft right now. First player up is going to be Matt Miazga, and this is going to be a special draft. 2 teams in the league are clearly in need of a player more than others, and it's New York and Columbus. Between the 2 of them, they have 3 wins this season. Every other team in the league has at least 4 wins, and New York just got their first win of the season in their last game. So they were winless up until their last game. So those 2 teams, New York Red Bulls, Columbus Crew, are going to be the only 2 teams in the draft that is going to be drafting for Matt Miazga. So we're going to go ahead and put those 2 teams into a hat, draw one of them out, and they will be getting Matt Miazga. Alright, so the hat we're going to be using is the Lucky Sounders hat that I wear to most of the Sounders games that I'm going to. So into the pot goes Columbus and New York Red Bulls. For the rights to Matt Miazga, the winner is, I have it right here, and it's going to be the New York Red Bulls. They are going to be getting Matt Miazga. And you know what I just realized? I got 2 of these players from New York Red Bulls and Columbus. I got Matt Miazga from New York, and I got Romain Gall from Columbus. If they were both to win their players back, how weird would that be? But New York already has Matt Miazga back. I put them back in the pot for the right to draft Romain Gall because they are so bad that it's not like they couldn't use another player. So here we go. All of the teams now eligible for this draft are now in the pot, and this is for the rights to Romain Gall. He could be headed back to Columbus. He could find a new home today. Here we go. I'm going to scramble them up, and I'm going to pick a team out of the hat that's going to get the rights to Romain Gall, and I have the winner right here in my hand, and the winner is, oh no, it's Portland. I so did not want Portland to win a player today. It's not because I don't want them to be better. It's the fact that I already struggle so mightily against them that I didn't want them to actually be better. But the luck of the draw has chosen Portland. They will be getting Romain Gall. This is where things get tricky. I'm going to draft a team out of this hat. Oh, I shouldn't have put Portland back in there. We're not putting Portland back in there. Where did Portland? Get your punk asses out of the hat. Here they are. Portland. There's Portland. You can see right there. Not eligible after getting Romain Gall to get Ahmed Musa. New York's still available, though, to get Ahmed Musa. So I put all the teams, with the exception of Portland, back in the hat. And this is for the rights to Ahmed Musa or the money that I get from selling Ahmed Musa. I'm not sure that any of these teams actually have the funds to be able to afford to pay Ahmed Musa. I can do it because I've had to sell my best two players in Clint Dempsey and Obafemi Martins. That's where I've gotten the money to pay him. So I don't think these teams actually can do it. So if they can't afford him, if I try to give them Ahmed Musa and they say that they can't afford him, I will then sell Ahmed Musa to another team, most likely in Europe, and then give that team that won the draft lottery rights to Ahmed Musa the money that I get from selling him. So whether or not they spend the money to improve their team is not my problem. I've done my part to make them better. They probably won't spend the money because that's how the MLS works in this game. But still, I'm trying my best to help them out. Here we go. For the big one, the rights to Ahmed Musa or the money that comes from selling him, the winner is... I got the winner right here. The winner is going to be Montreal Impact. They have won the rights to Ahmed Musa. So 2 teams out of the Eastern Conference win the rights to 2 players. And of course, freaking Portland won the rights to Romain Gall. I can't believe I have to give one of my better players, honestly, the guy that's first off the bench every game, to my biggest rival. That absolutely sucks. This was not lucky today. That hat is not being worn when I go to the next Sounders game. So that is going to do it for the draft portion of today. I will be giving those players away as soon as I can. We're not actually into the transfer window yet. We have a couple of weeks to simulate up till we reach July 1st. We're still in the middle of June, but we don't have any games until before the transfer window starts. So I will give those players away as soon as I can, and I will show you when I do that. But for now, I got to get into some scouting and see who I'm going to get to replace those players. I already have a few ideas in my head. Some good suggestions have been made in the comments. I appreciate all those suggestions. I've taken them to heart, and I will try my best to appease those better suggestions and try to replace those players that I just lost as best I can. So we have hit the transfer window, and I am working on getting those players to the teams that won them. However, we're going to do some business for ourselves first. We're going to bring in Bobby Wood as our first player. Unfortunately, the number 1 player I wanted to bring in this transfer window was suggested last episode, and it was Joseph Claude Gayao. Unfortunately, he was on an expiring contract, so I could have got him on a pre-contract. Instead, I tried to get him right now, and I offered Dortmund a deal. They declined it, and then he signed with another team on a pre-contract, so I can no longer get Gayao. Just a very unfortunate turn of events, so Gayao is off the table, but I'm still looking to upgrade the winger position. But for now, Bobby Wood is the first player we're going to bring in. The next player we're going to bring in is a free agent. His name is really, really long, Alvaro Ricardo Ribeiro Alexander. He's 68 overall, 18 years old. Looks like a really good prospect in the free agency, so we're going to bring him in and add some depth to the midfield. So here we go. 2 of the deals for the draft lottery players have been finalized, or they're about to be. Matt Miazga is back, going back to New York Red Bulls, where we got him from, and we're going to bring Elliot Ray in from New York. I just have to swap the players for another player. That's why we have to bring some players back in exchange. So this is the first one. He doesn't look that good. Don't worry, I'm not stealing any more of their talent. So we're going to get Elliot Ray from New York in exchange for Matt Miazga. And then Ahmed Musa apparently is affordable for Montreal, and we're going to bring in Alex Nichols. I have no idea who this is. He's a 28-year-old striker. He's going to be a reserve for us this season. Hopefully he's not on the books for too long, but that's the player we're going to get in exchange for Ahmed Musa. Musa is now off to Montreal. So with 2 of the draft lottery players already moved, it comes down to Romain Gall to Portland as being the last one that I haven't finalized yet. And there's a reason for that. There's a bit of a problem. Portland already has a right midfielder, Darlington Nagbe, who's one of the best right midfielders in the league, so they don't need Romain Gall. They would really need a defender, and I can't give them a defender at this point. So unfortunately, we're going to have to pass over Portland. I'm not doing this because I don't like Portland, even though that is the case. But it just comes down to they don't need the player that I can offer them. So I'm going to redraft Romain Gall. Portland is out. I'm sorry. I've looked at their roster right now. They shouldn't be in last place. They're just underperforming. That's not my fault. So we're going to redraft. And hopefully, we're going to be able to give Romain Gall to a team that actually needs him. So, the new draftee for Romain Gall is right here, and it's going to be the Chicago Fire. Chicago is now going to be the proud owner of Romain Gall if they need him and if they can afford him. So here's a bit of business we're going to do for ourselves. Now that Ahmed Musa is off of our books, we can go ahead and sign a striker to replace him, and I'm going to bring in Dom Dwyer. He was suggested that I bring him in, I think in season number 2, but we couldn't afford to buy him outright from Sporting KC. But now that Ahmed Musa is no longer being paid out of our wages, we can surely afford to bring in Dom Dwyer on a pre-contract. So we will get him next season for $50K a week, which is about a third of the price that Ahmed Musa was costing us. And this guy is awesome. I love playing with this dude. I've wanted to use him in FIFA 15 for a long time. Haven't had the opportunity. Now is our chance to do that. Alright, we have arrived at the first and only game that I'm going to play in this episode. We're going to run a more conventional 4-3-3 out there and see how this formation works. As you know, we've been struggling to score goals, and I really hope this fixes it. And actually, we're in luck because Gideon Zelalem is back from injury. First game of the season for him. He is in there next to Pena. Kaptoum is going to be in the CDM spot. We're really close to getting Muntari back as well, and that will be a huge, huge boost to this team. So we're going to run Vargas, Castillo, and Green up top for now. The back line is the normal back line, and Bornstein is in goal. Hopefully we can put in a good performance against Houston right now. Here's a look at Houston's starting 11 for today. And you know what? I don't know a lot of their players. I'm going to be honest. I hope that's not Jesus Navas out there on the left wing. I doubt that it is. I know that Will Bruin's a pretty decent striker. Other than that, not too familiar with their team. Here we go. Finally, we get to get into a game. Julian Green has got very little time, oh my god, to actually prove to me that he belongs on this team. And that's not Navas, it's Nava. My bad, I'm a complete idiot. Someone get in the box, please. Someone make a run for once. In there to Vargas, who turns and fires it, but he can't hit it. It's still alive. He was offsides, I guess. Dang it. Here we go. Zelalem has been the key link so far in this one. Great move from Zelalem to get around a man. Can you play it? He can, and it's gonna, oh, so close to getting to Pena. What happened? Did I foul somebody? I feel like I fouled somebody. No, they fouled me. Okay, I think we have a free kick coming our way. No, I'm gonna hit this. I was thinking about playing it short, but instead I'm just gonna hit it. Come on, Hong Chul. That might have been too hard. It's over, it's down, it hits the freaking post. Nice ball. Zelalem, that was a great first touch. Can he find Vargas? He can. Vargas, hold it up. No, what was that pass? Why did he try that? That's okay. Pullet still has it. To Julian Green, who fires. He hits the post. No way. Every time I get the ball taken off. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Thank you, Bornstein. Oh, have I said that I love Bornstein today? I hope that I have, because Bornstein is just awesome. Play that ball. Yes, one more. To Jameson. Jameson. Nice move from Jameson. Lines up a shot, but it's saved by the keeper. It wasn't the best of angles, but it was a decent attempt. Across the formation. Ball in. It's going to end up on Zelalem's feet. He's going to finish. He hit the post. Why can't I score? This sucks. I don't know why I can't score. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that, but another great long-range shot from Pena ends up in the hands of the keeper. Why can't I score? And there's a man up the wing. There we go. Jameson, please be on sides. I'm begging Jameson, be on sides. Oh, I thought he was on sides. I opened that up so perfectly. It was going to be at least a shot on target. I don't know if it's going to be a goal. The way things are going today, it probably wasn't going to be. Oh, he was off. He was definitely off sides. Dang it! Jameson, are you serious? There you go, Jameson. There you go. No, not to Vargas. Are you kidding me? That ball was intended for Jameson. Jameson is clearly on sides, and Vargas sticks his face where it doesn't belong and is way offside. Oh my god. I just can't win in this game today. Kaptoum opens himself up for a shot, and it hit Vargas in front of the goal. I just can't win today. Are you kidding me? How many bad deflections and just bad luck plays can one person possibly get in the course of a game? And that's the full-time whistle. I can't believe we didn't win that game. We had so many opportunities. We played, don't get me wrong, we played so much better than we played last episode. we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I don't know what is going on, but Vargas took 2 chances away. He blocked the shot from his own teammate and took the ball away from a wide open striker. And then Zelalem hit the post on a wide open shot as well. I don't know what happened in that game. We should have won it, but at least we played better. So to conclude business for today, we're actually going to finish off the draft lottery by sending Romain Gall off to Chicago in return for Henry Rojas. Now, I know Rojas is actually a pretty decent player, but he's on an expiring contract, and Chicago most likely was not going to re-sign him. So what I'm doing is giving them a player for someone they were going to lose anyway. Alright, that is going to do it for this one. We will start off next time by playing RSL, and then we have another game we're playing next time too before we finish out the month of July. I just can't remember who it is off the top of my head. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to loan out a lot of my young players. To start this episode, we had 37 players on the roster, 30 of which were under the age of 25 years old. We're just too young right now. I think that's what a lot of our problems are. We're just not consistent enough because we're too young. So I'm trying to bring in some more veterans and loan out a lot of my younger players. Also, a bit of business that I want your input on. Perry Kitchen is available on a pre-contract. What I could do with that is sign Perry Kitchen on a pre-contract and then give away Captoom as part of a draft lottery situation in the off-season, though. Not right now, but come the off-season, I could do another draft lottery and give away Captoom. Let me know what you want me to do with that. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to let me know, leave a like below, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you when we come back with some more career mode with the Sounders. See ya.